Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Miller. That one good for 21 yards. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
That was fourth and a mile. Almost fourth, and why are you doing this? I mean, they got it done, though. Went up and got it. What a big-time pickup.
I was just going to say that. It's a receiver. You got to have that go-get-it attitude. He had it there. Cousins.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this third and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. You give them 15 more, and it's another first down. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
That's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. To return, this now Jacoby Jones. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
We ready?
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
3rd down and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
And look at this. He's going to keep it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give him 8 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 11 yards for number 11. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
We ready? Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Miller, 41 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
the shotgun. It's Cousins. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And quickly they get to the line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good job.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Cousins now on second down. His pass caught at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kenyon Barner taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got Miller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard!
First down. Here's Cousins. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down Bears. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's got time. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr going to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chris It's Matthews there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they will line up now for the two-point try.
We ready? Zebra! Zebra!
Carr will look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now with Barner. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink. You might...
They run again with Barner. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And Adams has it complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Emmanuel Sanders, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yard? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Here's Carr to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their big-bodied receiver from 4 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run. It's Barner. And they go backwards here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Cousins here to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Emmanuel Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go.
One final try now for Carr. It's caught. Jones. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
We ready? Wide 88. Wide 88.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Eifert, the man in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the touchdown. Kenyon Barner, 58 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. to go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 65 yards.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Red 18! Red 18! Along, baby, alert! Alert! Along, baby, alert! Alert!
2nd and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And break, the tight end's got it. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here it comes!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. off here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go.
Here's Carr. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he lost the football. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Flex round. Here we go. 190. 190.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now Barner. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Kenyon Barner in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Cundiff on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the ball is knocked out, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Another pistol look here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Brad 38.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. At 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ertz has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw, it's Carr. The left side completion to Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football. That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Touchdown, Chicago! Stephon Diggs, 64 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's back to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now a run for Barner. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A road win in the National Football. Never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know